Welcome back to another 2 Minutes with Adam. I'm Adam Merlin, president of Merlin Auto Group. And a lot of times people ask me why we don't do cars other than Ferraris. And I want to take the time today to explain that's not exactly true. We are predominantly Ferrari. We are the largest independent Ferrari sales and service center in the country. But we also specialize in other cars, similar, exotic, specialty cars, cars that are hard to find, cars that are rare, cars that are unique. What we really love, our passion is the automobile. And one of the things we love, me personally, is when you can invest in a car that's probably going to either have a stable value or go up in value, right? Like, that's one of my favorite things. There's not a lot of hobbies or vices, for lack of better terms, that you can have where you can put your money in and not lose a lot of money. One of the reasons why we love Ferrari so much, aside from the fact that it's Ferrari, is Ferrari's one of the most collectible brands, right? So you can buy your Ferrari, and the odds are, if you buy the types that we sell, it's going to go up in value. Worst case scenario, it'll probably stay the same. You're not going to lose money. Well, in the other brands of cars that we choose to carry, that's the main criteria we focus on when we buy it. So if you're looking for a Porsche, if you're looking for a Mercedes, if you're looking for an Aston Martin, it's important to understand what are the unique attributes to look for when you're looking for one of those cars, to see if you can possibly get one without necessarily having to realize all the depreciation that normally comes with buying cars in these price points. Here's a few examples that we currently have, just to kind of talk you through it. This is a 2014 911 C4s Cabriolet Porsche, right? You don't see a lot of C4Ss out there. They're usually just base Carreras, or it's an S model. Otherwise, you go to the turbo, and it's a huge price difference. This 4S, it's got the bigger engine, and it also has all-wheel drive. Being a 14 with only 15,000 miles, it's a $140,000 car that you're buying in the mid to upper 80s. So it's a really terrific savings from MSRP, which oftentimes can be really hard with such a low mileage car. And that's where the benefit of getting one that's maybe a year or two older than you would ordinarily expect. But because you're buying it at that range, it's not going to depreciate that much while you own it. Next over here is the 2006 Aston Martin Db9. This car is a manual transmission. True, it's not gated, but it's a true manual. We all know, especially us in the Ferrari world, the manual transmission's going away. Any car with a manual transmission is truly a find. The Db9 is a 12-cylinder. This car MSRP'd over $200,000 in 2006. Truly one of the most fun cars to drive. These cars are known for not necessarily wearing that well. The interior can be tough. This car on the inside is near perfect. It was owned by the same guy for over 10 years. That's who we got it from. It's truly spectacular, and being a 6-speed at the price point, this is another car you can enjoy for many years, and you don't have to worry about major depreciation. Next to it's an SLS Mercedes. It's a cabriolet. This car came as a cabriolet or with gull-wing doors. Both are collectible. There's a few more cabriolets on the market than there are gull-wing doors, but they're at significantly different prices. If you wanted this exact car in the gull-wing door, you'd be paying $40,000 to $50,000 more. This is a car that was over $200,000. It's got 13,000 miles. You can buy it under 130 grand, and because of the limited supply that they made, it's a car that's going to be stable there. And it sounds incredible, it looks incredible, it drives incredible. I have many, many thousands of miles in different SLSs. Truly one of my favorite cars. The car on the end is really unique. It's a 2017 SL65 Mercedes AMG. We all know SL63s, those are turbocharged V8s. This is a 12-cylinder AMG car. It's the last of the 12 cylinders Mercedes is going to make. If you want a 12-cylinder SL65 AMG, this is one of your last opportunities to find one. If you look across the country, there may be 2 or 3 others on the market. This was a Mercedes corporately owned vehicle. It only has 4,500 miles. The fit and finish is unbelievable. The color combination is truly spectacular. It's really a car. I mean, it's a $240,000 MSRP. Car's 150 grand a day. It's got full warranty on it from Mercedes. It's really a special car, and because it's the last of the line, we all know from our experience, that's the one that tends to retain its value the most. So again, when you're looking for whatever car it is, I tell everybody, always spend as little as you have to be happy. Sometimes it's not necessarily about the amount you spend. Sometimes it may make sense to put $200,000 in a car, drive it for 2 years, and get your $200,000 back, right? Then it costs you zero as long as you can afford the cost of your $200,000. So what we try to do is find those types of cars that give you the excitement, give you the enjoyment, that are unique, that you can really, really, really maximize your enjoyment factor and minimize the financial downside.